Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So, we are reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, 16th chapter. Daiva Ashura Vibhagya, who is demigod. What are the divine qualities? What is the demonic qualities? So, demonic qualities explained. Aneko chitta vibhranta mohojala svapta. Prashakta kama bhogeshu patanti narake ashuchu. Almost symptoms are explained here. Now, what is the destination of this? Demons. We'll explain it later. Aneko chitta vibhranta. Vibhranta is perplexed. Why is perplexed? Aneko chitta, aneko, numerous chitta, by anxieties. And that is why mohojalo shamabhrita. He is surrounded by mohojal. Mohojal means, moho means illusion, and jal, network. Mohojal, network of illusion. And due to that, prashakta kame bhogeshu, to sense gratification is so much attached. And due to that, patanti naraka ashuchu, patanti, they glide down. Where? Narak. What is Narak? Hell? It's ashuchi, unclean. Yes, naturally, hell is not. Certain people may say, oh, you'll go to hell. What is the problem? Hell is like this. Why that actress has gone? Hell. What other actress gone? So what is the problem? Hell. We'll stay together. So they don't know what is the suffering there. Naraka ashuchu. Thus perplexed by various anxieties and bound by a network of illusions, they become too strongly attached to sense enjoyment and fall down into hell. The demonic man knows no limit to this desire to acquire money. That is unlimited. He thinks only of how much assessment he has just now, and schemes to engage and stock of wealth further and further. For the reason, he does not hesitate to act in any sinful way and so deals in the black market for illegal gratification. He is enamored by the possessions he has already, such as land, family, house, and bank balance, and he is always planning to improve them. He believed in his own strength, and he does not know that whatever he is gaining is due to his past good deeds. He is given an opportunity to accumulate such things, but he has no conception of past causes. He simply thinks that all his mass of wealth is due to his own endeavor. A demonic person believes in the strength of his personal work, not in the law of karma. Ahankara vimuratma karta ahamiti mannati. According to the law of karma, a man takes his birth in a high family or becomes rich or very well educated or very beautiful because of his good work in the past. Janma, Aishwarya, Sruta, Srivi. But it is due to past good deed, but they think this is due to my expertise. Like, you have taken birth in a good family. It is not due to your endeavor now, past. If you were taken by the handicap, what would you have done? Ugly looking, low born. The demonic think that all these things are accidental and due to the strength of one's personal ability. They do not sense any arrangement behind all the varieties of people, beauty and education. From where the beauty comes? From where this, why is so intelligent? Like nowadays, motivational speaker, they are content creator, they so proud. Ah, I have so much new information. I have 20 million follower. I have 1 billion follower. Mhm. So why they are following, they don't know. They know, they think if I follow, so my life is successful. You may be actress, so many is attracted to my beauty. My life is successful. It is your beauty is not due to your endeavor. You may have maintained some sort of maintenance. But Krishna in one day can take out all this beauty. Why you are proud of? Same thing, knowledge. You may forget your name also. The rascal, they never think that. That may happen with him also. Anyone who comes into competition with such a demonic man is his enemy. There are many demonic people, and each is enemy to others. Like the motivational speakers, they're enemy to others. Why is follower more than me? And if you ask them, have you any instruction? He'll say, don't follow any motivational speaker. That means only follow me. This enmity becomes more and more deep between persons, then between families, then between societies, and at last between nations. Therefore, there is constant strife, war, and enmity all over the world. Each demonic person thinks that he can live at the sacrifice of all others. Generally, a demonic person thinks of himself as the supreme God, and the demonic preacher tells his follower, why are you seeing? Why are you seeking God elsewhere? You are all yourself God. Whatever you like, you can do. Don't believe in God. Throw away God. God is dead. There is a prominent so-called religionist. He said, why are you searching God? God is everywhere. Everybody is in front of you, everybody is God. Dog, yes, all are God. Then the rascal said, what is the use of going to the temple? God is everywhere. Then we can ask the rascal, okay, God is everywhere. Why is it not in the temple also? Why you are objecting us to go to the temple? If you see God everywhere, why you are not seeing in the temple then, rascal? But foolish are so foolish. They when I think you have to go anywhere, everyone is God. You are also God. Oh, this man is so good. He's telling I am God. But he's telling you are God, man. He's telling God, dog also God. That means he's telling you you are a dog also. The rascal cannot understand. When everybody is God, you God, dog God, that means you are like dog. But the rascal cannot understand what he's saying. At least he told me God. These are the demonic teachings. Although the demonic person sees others equally rich and influential, or even more so, he thinks that no one is richer than he and that no one is more influential than he. As far as promotion to the higher planetary system is concerned, he does not believe in performing yagas or sacrifice. Demons think that they will manufacture their own process of yaga and prepare some machine, and they will be able to reach any higher planet. The best example of such a demoniac was Ravan. He offered a program to the people by which he should prepare a staircase so that anyone could reach heavenly planet without performing sacrifice, such as prescribed in the Vedas. Similarly, in the present days, such demoniac men are striving to reach the higher planetary systems by mechanical arrangement. These are examples of builder. This rascal is selling land in moon planet also. Okay, selling land is okay, but selling some stones that we brought it from moon planet, and other rascals are buying them. The result is that without their knowledge, they are gliding toward hell. Here the Sanskrit word, Moho jalo samabrita. Moho jal is very significant. Jal means net. Sharira vidya. Like fish caught in a net, they have no way to come out. Moho jalo samabrita. And what happens after that? Atma sambhavita stabdha dhano mano madannita jajante nama jukkoisti dammeno avidhi purvakam. Atma sambhavita, self-complacent, stabdha, impudent, dhano mano mado annita, absorbed with dhanoman of wealth and false prestige, mother, delusion. What is their wealth? Dhan, man, and mad. Wow! I have such wealth, I have such prestige. It's the delusion. Jajante, they perform sacrifice. Nama, in the name only, Jagai, with sacrifice. They. Dhammeno, out of pride, Abhidhi Purvakam, without following any rules and regulations. Nowadays, Durga Puja and Navaratri, Dandiya, people are doing without scriptural inaction. All are demons. Huh? You do Navaratri, you do Durga Puja, whatever the way written in the scripture is okay. But they are doing without scriptural rules and regulations. Self-complacent and always important, deluded by wealth and false prestige, they sometimes proudly perform sacrifices in name only, without following any rules or regulations. Thinking themselves all in all, not caring for any authority or scripture, the demoniac sometimes perform so-called religious or sacrificial rites. And since they do not believe in authority, they are very imprudent. This is due to illusion caused by accumulating some wealth and false prestige. Once upon a time, there is a frog in the well, in the pond. And on the bank, when people during his taking bath, he from his pocket one 50 paisa coin, adhuli, 50 paisa fell down in the bathing ghat. And it was moonlit night, Purnima night. Nobody is there. Night, that half rupee coin was glittering. And one Mendak saw that. And when he saw that, he jumped on it. Wow! And he started shouting, I am the king of this pond. I have adhuli. I have 50 rupees. I have half rupees coin. I'm the king of this pond. This rascal accumulating some wealth. They are so much. Sometimes such demons, here, this is due to illusion caused by accumulating some wealth and false prestige. Sometimes such demons take up the role of preacher, mislead the people, and become known as religious performers or as incarnations of God. They make a show of performing sacrifices, or they worship the demigods, or manufacture their own God. Common men advertise them as God and worship them. And by the foolish, they are considered advanced in the principles of religion or in the principles of spiritual knowledge. They take the dress of the renunciable of life and engage in all nonsense in that dress. Actually, there are so many restrictions for one who has renounced this world. The demons, however, do not care for such restrictions. They think that whatever path one can create in one's own path, there is no such thing as a standard path one has to follow. Jotamat, Totapat. This is the rascals. The word Abhidipurvakam, meaning a disregard for the rules and regulations, is especially staged here. These things are always due to ignorance and illusion. So those tell like that. They are like demons. Ahankaram balam darpam kamam kradam cha sangsritaha mama atma parodeshu pradishanta bhashuyaka. Ahankaram, false ego, balam, strength, darpam, pride, kamam, lust, kradham, anger, cha, also. Sangsrita, having taken shelter of, mama, me, atma, in their own, paro, and in other, desh bodies, pradishantaha, blaspheming, obvashuyaka, envious. Bewildered by false ego, strength, pride, lust, and anger, the demons become envious of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is situated in their own bodies and in the bodies of others, and blaspheme against the real religion. Part. A demonic person, being always against God's supremacy, does not like to believe in the scripture. He is envious of both the scriptures and the existence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is caused by his so-called prestige and his accumulation of wealth and strength. He does not know that the present life is a preparation for the next life. Not knowing this, he is actually envious of his own self as well as others. He commits violence on other bodies and on his own. He does not care for the supreme control of the personality of Godhead because he has no knowledge. Being envious of the scriptures and the supreme personality of Godhead, he puts forward false arguments against the existence of God and he denies the scriptural authority. He thinks himself independent and powerful in every action. He thinks that since he can act in any way and no one can stop him, if he has no enemy, who might check the advancement of his sensual activities, he makes plan to cut him down by his own power. Okay, we have heard so many things about Asuras. Now, what is really the destination? Tanang dishato kuran sangsaritrino radaman kripami adasram ashubhan ashurishu evajonishu. Tan, those rascals, Asuras. Oh my, dishato, envious, kuran, mischievous, samsareshu, into the ocean of material existence. Naradhaman, the lowest of mankind. Kshipami, I put. Ajasram, perpetually. Ashubhan, inauspicious. Ashurishu, demoniac, ever certainly. Jonishu, into the Om's. Translation. Those who are envious and mischievous, who are the lowest among men, I perpetually cast into the ocean of material existence, into various demonic species of life. In this verse, it is clearly indicated that the placing of particular individual soul in a particular body is the prerogative of the supreme will. The demonic person may not agree to accept the supremacy of the law, and it is a fact that he may act according to his own whims, but his next birth will depend upon the decision of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, not on himself. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, it is stated that an individual soul after his death is put into the womb of a mother where he gets a particular type of body under the supervision of superior knowledge, superior power. Karmana daivanetra jantur dehu. Therefore, in the material world, therefore, in the material existence, we find so many species of life, animals, insects, men, and so on, all arranged by the superior. They are not accidental. As for demoniac, it is clearly said here that they are perpetually put into the wombs of demons, and thus they continue to envious the lowest of mankind, Narada. Such demonic species of man are held to be always full of lust, always violent and hateful, and always unclean. The many kinds of hunters in the jungle are considered to belong to the demonic species of life. Now Krishna will put them in Ashura journey. After going to the Ashur, taking by the Ashur journey, what will happen to them? Ashurim janima apanna amura janmani. Mama aprappaiva kontyo tato janti adhamangatim. Ashurim janim apanna, after gaining Ashurim jani, demonic species. After gaining demonic species, that mura, the foolish, janmani, birth after birth, in birth after birth. Mama aprappaiva, mama, Krishna said, me, aprappaiva, certainly, without achieving me, certainly in Ashur journey they will not achieve. Mama aprappaiva, konti, o son of Kunti. And when they will not get me, then what will happen? Tato janti adhamangatim. Tato. Thereafter janti, go. Adhamangatim. Adhama. Condemned. Gatim, destination. Their destination will be condemned. Attaining repeated birth amongst the species of demonic life, O son of Kunti, such person can never approach me. Gradually they sink down to the most abominable type of existence. Part-4. It is known that God is all merciful, but here we find that God is never merciful to the demon. But if you say it is merciful, the killing also is mercy. Stopping, more nonsense. It is certainly stated here that the demonic people, life after life, are put into the wombs of similar demons and not achieving the mercy of the Supreme Lord. They go down and down so that at last they achieve bodies like those of cats, dogs, and hogs. It is clearly stated that such demons have practically no chance of receiving the mercy of the Lord at any stage of later life. In the Vedas also it is stated that such persons gradually sink to become dogs and hogs. It may be then argued in the connection that God should not be advertised as all merciful if he is not merciful to such demons. In answer to this question, in the Vedanta Sutra, we find that the Supreme Lord has no hatred for anyone. He has no friend, he has no enemy. The placing of the Asuras, the demons, in the lowest status of life is simply another feature of his mercy. Sometimes the Asuras are killed by the Supreme Lord. But this killing is also good for them. For in Vedic literature, we find that anyone who is killed by the Supreme Lord becomes liberated. There are instances in history of many Asuras like Ravana, Kamsa, Hiranyakashipu, to whom the Lord appeared in various incarnations just to kill them. Therefore, Lord's mercy is shown to the Asuras if they are fortunate enough to be killed by him. What are the gates to go to the, how will understand? The people, so many people are going. Whose gate is for going to hell and whose gate is for the spiritual world? Here are three gates named going to hell. Trividha narakasya idam daram nasharmatman. Kamo kradhas tatha lohas tasmat idat Trividham of three kinds. Narakasya of hell idam this. Daram gate. Nashanam atmano nashanam destructive. Atmana of the self. Kamo kradho tatha loho. Kamo love lust. Kradho anger. Tatha as well as loho greed. Tashma, therefore, yata, these three, tram, three, tajit, one must give up. Translation. There are three gates leading to this hell: lust, anger, and greed. Every sane man should give this up, for they lead to the degradation of the soul. Part-4. The beginning of demonic life is described here. One tries to satisfy his lust, and when he cannot, anger and greed arise. Kamasha krodhoish. No. That is what is called. Second chapter, 62. Vishaya Vinivartana. 62 verse, chapter 2. Kamat Krodat Bhavati Shamma Shamrat Set. Krodat Bhavati Shamma. From Kam, Krodh, from Krodh, Shamma. gradually. A sane man who does not want to glide down to the species of demonic life must try to give up these three enemies, which can kill the self to such an extent that there will be no possibility of liberation from this material entanglement. Hari, Dhyayata Vishanupur, Dhyayanta Vishan, or who has written this verse. Dhyayata Vishanupur, she would think Visha, then Shanga, calm. Shanga is calm. And when calm is not fulfilled, then Krodha. Okay, Gaurangi Bharadaj.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Actually, Guru Maharaj, my question is not from the class. Actually, I have the doubt from many days that Arjun is described as the Acharya of Sakya Bhakti. And we also know that the Gopas of Vrindavan were very great friends of Krishna. And Arjun is, no doubt, he is very great Sakha, but he is disciple as well. So this is little confusion by why there is name of Arjun as the Acharya of Sakya Bhakti instead of Brajvasis.
No, it is not that at all. Arjun is Acharya and Adar is not. It's not like that. Like you can see in Mahajan, in the list of Mahajan, Radharani's name is not there. In the Guru Parampara, Radharani's Gopi's name are not there. So they are inferior. Sometimes it's to emphasize some specific point. The way here Arjuna was ready to give up his body as Krishna wanted to fight. So what is sacrifice? So emphasize some specific point. Yeah. In Hari Bhakti Vilas, Brihad Bhagavatam, Sanatana Krishna mentioned how Pandavas are higher than Hanuman, and Jadavas are higher than Pandavas, and Bindavandu is higher than Jadavas. So when we say 1%, it is not that we are minimizing others' position. When Hanuman's goal is so much, then somebody shouldn't envy, so why Sita Devi's name is not coming? Who is dear, Sita Devi or Hanuman? Sita Devi more dear. So people may not be envious, oh, Sita Devi, no, only Hanuman. Why is Sita Devi is not there? How much suffering she went through, nobody is taking her name. No, we are taking Sita Devi's name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Ram, Ram. We are not taking Hanuman's name there. So, emphasis is. So, I have some program. They was waiting for me to go on, please. I will answer tomorrow. Thank you, Shri Prabhupada.